Ladies and gentlemen of the PokeMoshPit, hello, welcome, my name is MBZ and I am talking at a pace which far exceeds that which I usually pertain to do. And that didn't even make sense, but I use long words to make myself sound clever and others not, and that sounded even worse, so well done me, I'm digging myself. Here I go with my shovel, digging a hole already and I haven't even started. But today's game is not a very good game in any way, shape or form. But you know what? Sometimes you need to upload games that are terrible, just to show you that I don't know. I've lost my train of thought, and I don't even care. But we're just going to play against this guy, whose name I forget, but will probably be in the title. So, anyways, I lead off with Mence, and he leads off with Kajondo. I'm like, Kajondo, you ain't got nothing on me apart from Stone Edge, so I'm going to predict the Stone Edge. I'm going to go into Rhyperior, but he just goes for the Fake Out, which is another alternative move he could do, Stone Edge or Fake Out, so both of them kind of work in my favour. Obviously now, though, High Jump Kick is the prime mode of method of choice that he would want to go for. So I'm going to go back into Mence. And decides to actually U-turn on this turn, so I get the Intimidate off, make sure that it doesn't really do anything to me, and you know, allows him to switch out easily on the Mence to go to something else to combat it appropriately, which would be in this case Slowking. Now Slowking is a really bulky thing. It's the most bulky thing that I really know of, and it's annoying and it's a big pain in the ass. So I go into Victini just to directly threaten it with the Fusion Bolt, and he paralyzes me, which is terrible, and I get Power Hacks on the first turn, and he scalds me, and I'm like, well, fuck, this is like the worst thing ever. But the funny thing is that I'm actually faster than Slowking, even after he's paralyzed me, which means Slowking is certainly living up to its name of being a slow king, and it's a king because it has a crown on its head. It's slow because its base speed is in the dumpster. It is that bad. So I smack him in the face with a Fusion Bolt, with a Choice Band, and it doesn't quite kill him, obviously, because I lack stab. He lives with a little smidge right there, and I'm unfortunately going to die to a Scald. So Victini goes down. Not too big a loss, to be honest, because I have multiple things that can combat stuff on his team, and yeah, not really too much of a problem. So I'm going to go into Dugtrio because now I don't want him switching out and getting Regenerator, which is perfect because now I've brought him into a range where Dugtrio can easily take him out with an Earthquake. And if he had switched out and got Regenerator, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this game would not have been very easy because Slowking is a giant pain in the ass. It really is. So glad to get that thing out of the way. And he sends in this Haxorus. I'm thinking, you know what, I don't really care about what this Haxorus is going to do, so I'm just going to hit it with an Earthquake. I actually crit him, which is very fortunate, because this Haxorus could have gone freaking AWOL on my... not AWOL, why, that doesn't even make sense. It could have just destroyed my life, really. It really could have destroyed everything that I had worked for and everything, because you see the normal Earthquake does pretty much nothing to him. I stay in with Dugtrio because I have a Focus Sash, and that's really the only reason I would do so, because, you know, Sash is great and very useful. And I'm outspeeding this Haxorus even after he goes to +1, so I don't know what kind of EV investment he has going on there, but Dugtrio is fast, and it outspeeds +1 Haxorus, which is pretty nice. It's pretty good. So he brings in Kajondo, is probably going to go for the Fake Out, which I don't want to take again, so I'm going to go into the Punisher, and I hope that the Punisher will be able to go for a Rock Polish on this turn. I'm hoping that he might miss the High Jump Kick or something. At this point I'm not really too bothered, because I just want to Rock Polish and get my speed going and hopefully do some work on the rest of his guys. So I Rock Polish here, and I'm going to smack him with either an Earthquake or yeah, I have Earthquake, and Stone Edge wouldn't work because he's resisted to it. It's a resisted hit on him, so obviously not a good idea to go for Stone Edge. So go for the Earthquake, and he has a Focus Sash, of all things a Focus Sash, and I'm like, well, fuck, that's a fucking Focus Sash, and I'm gonna die. So I do, and he hits me with a High Jump Kick, and I die. So pretty terrible. Pretty damn terrible, I have to say, if I was to be honest. Now, in comes Sheikah. Mence is going to Intimidate once more, and Mence has been a pretty solid thing to take on Kajondo for the whole of the game so far. So far, it's been a pretty good thing to take on the rest of the guys, so I decide to go to Mence and take the hit really nicely, which is pretty damn good. So in comes Miltank, and I'm like, well, I'm going to Earthquake because I didn't want to lock myself into Outrage prematurely, because he has that Wormadam, which is like a Steel type Wormadam, and could probably stop me if I went for Outrage. So I went for the Earthquake. Does a decent chunk. Miltank's very physically defensive, as people who are familiar with Miltank know. And at this point, I just really need Death Fodder. So I'm just going to go into Dugtrio, hoping that he might go for like a Roost. Not Roost, really? Because Miltank has wings. Yes, totally. Miltank learns Roost, everyone. Public service announcement. Miltank gets Roost. I meant Milk Drink. That's how can you confuse Milk Drink and Roost, man? Seriously. Anyway, Lucario comes in, and this is pretty much game because I'm going to be able to Swords Dance on his switch into Wormadam, and from this point onwards, I'm pretty much going to be able to sweep the rest of his guys. So there you have it. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Lucario is just going to go like boom, 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 boom. And this is the thing, I just find Lucario is so underrated in general. It's so awesome. It's not like it needed much help to take out an Electrode or anything. But, you know, obviously Fake Out doesn't do anything because of that ability, whatever it's called. It's not Steadfast, the other one, Inner Focus. And, I'm able to kill the rest of his guys, Lucario, with Life Orb. So there's the game. As you can see, it wasn't a very good game. But I don't care, because I have no reason not to care. But yeah, if you like this video and my voice, you can click the link in the description, which will take you to my channel, and you can go have fun there. I do stuff like this semi-regularly. So yeah, bye.